The Hameenmaa class is among the last dedicated mine layers. Modern navies have largely moved away from this ship type, and even FNS Hameenmaa and FNS Uusimaa are approaching the end of their service life. As the weapon detective, we're now investigating the Hameenmaa class and the role of mine layers in contemporary navies. The Hameenmaa class represents a nearly extinct naval ship type, the mine layer. It is vital to consider whether during their nearly 35 years of service, FNS Hameenmaa and FNS Uusimaa have been effective assets. If these vessels are obsolete, why they have not been retired yet? Conversely, if they remain valuable, why does the Finnish Navy intend to decommission the Hameenmaa class without replacing them with new mine layers? We thank the Satunnaista sotilashistoriaa channel for providing valuable information used in this analysis. For more insights into the history of the Finnish Defense Forces, don't miss Satunnaista sotilashistoriaa. FNS Louhi undertook many critical mine-laying operations during the Winter War and the Continuation War. Finland also commissioned two Ruotsin-Salmi-class vessels in 1940 and 1941 to strengthen its mine-layer fleet. During the Second World War, 3 Finnish ships also performed a range of other duties, including escorting, minesweeping, anti-submarine warfare, and supplying submarines. They were a thorn in the side of the Soviet Baltic Fleet. Consequently, when the 1947 Paris peace treaties limited the Finnish Navy to a fleet of no more than 10,000 tons and 4,500 men, Moscow also insisted on the inclusion of a clause prohibiting the use of sea mines. After a while, the restrictions were eased and Finland commissioned the mine layer FNS Salmi in 1957. However, this 360-ton ship was too small and underarmed for other missions. The next major step came in 1979 when the Finnish Navy commissioned the FNS Pohjanmaa. This 1,450-ton vessel could lay 150 mines at a time and also perform anti-submarine warfare, escort, and command missions. Her large cargo bay was suitable for troop and supply transport, and she also served as a training ship. FNS Pohjanmaa, which looked like an auxiliary vessel rather than a surface combatant, was an ideal platform for Finland to avoid provoking the Soviet Union. In the late 1980s, the Finnish Navy decided to expand its mine layer fleet with 2 large vessels. In 1989 and 1991, Helsinki contracted Wärtsilä Marine to build 2 Hameenmaa-class ships. However, the shipyard went bankrupt and the contract was transferred to Holming. In the early 1992, this company merged with Rauma Yards to form Finyards, which built the mine layers. The first ship of the class, FNS Hameenmaa, was laid down on April 2, 1991, launched on November 11, 1991, and commissioned on April 15, 1992. The second, FNS Uusimaa, also joined the fleet in 1992. The Hameenmaa class is a seagoing vessel. Thanks to its Ice Class 1A steel hull, the ship can break through ice up to 40 mm thick. The superstructure is built from aluminum alloy with vital areas protected by Kevlar and steel armor plates. The Hameenmaa class features a stealthy design. Some sources suggest it incorporated an early attempt at stealth technology for the Finnish Navy. However, during the Rauma class design phase in 1987, Finnish naval engineers had already been working to reduce the magnetic, thermal, radar, and noise signatures of these missile boats. The Hameenmaa class has ramps at both the bow and stern, with the latter typically used for mine-laying operations. This design also gives the ship ro-ro transport capability. The ship has a bow thruster and 2 controllable pitch propellers, improving maneuverability and aiding docking. The Hameenmaa class features a large open aft area like a flight deck without a hangar, enabling vertical replenishment and medical evacuation. Between 2006 and 2008, Finland modernized FNS Hameenmaa and FNS Uusimaa to upgrade their equipment. System-by-system changes will be detailed later. This modernization was driven not only by the aim to increase the mine layer's service life and operational efficiency, but also by Helsinki's decision to participate in overseas European Union security and defense policy operations. However, so far, only the former FNS Pohjanmaa has been deployed on such a mission, participating in Operation Atalanta in 2011. In contrast, Hämeenmaa-class vessels have not been deployed outside the Baltic Sea for multinational operations. According to Finnish Navy's official website, the complement of the Hämeenmaa-class is 60 people. It has a length of 77 meters, a beam of 11.5 meters, and a draught of 3 meters. The vessel's fully loaded displacement is 1,300 tons. Two 3,490 horsepower Wärtsilä Vasa 16V22 diesel engines provide a maximum speed of 20 knots. The Hämeenmaa-class is equipped with the C-band TRS 3D 16ES surveillance radar, which replaced the I-band ARPA. This radar has a range of up to 200 kilometers and can track 750 targets. It also provides a weapon control function at 21 kilometers. Nevertheless, the weapon systems are controlled by the Ku-band CEROS 200 radar and the Optronic Tracking Fire Control Director, which replaced the Radamex System 2400 and Galileo. The Hämeenmaa-class was originally fitted with the Simrod sonar, but now uses the Kongsberg ST2400 variable depth sonar and the SS2030 hull-mounted sonar. The ship's Saab 9LV325E fire control system includes Link 16 and Link 22 capabilities, providing a high level of operability in network-centric warfare environment. They are equipped with the Multi-Ammunition Soft Kill System or MAS for self-defense, which protects the ship from anti-ship missile attacks by launching decoys that cover the full electromagnetic spectrum, including ultraviolet, electro-optical, laser, infrared, and radar wavelengths. The Hämeenmaa-class has one 8-cell vertical launch system for the Umkhonto IR air defense missiles, designated as the ITO 2004 by the Finnish Navy. Finland originally acquired the Umkhonto IRs for the cancelled Tuuli-class hovercraft program, but later installed them on the mine layers. These missiles replaced the Missilement pads previously used for air defense on the class. The Umkhonto IR, equipped with a 23 kg warhead, can perform maneuvers up to 40 G. The ship's fire control system can engage up to 8 targets simultaneously at a range of 14 kilometers. The infrared guided missile reaches a maximum speed of Mach 2.2 and operates effectively up to 8,000 meters in altitude. Original 40mm guns were replaced with 57mm SAK Mk1s, which have a rate of fire of 200 rounds per minute and a maximum range of 17,000 meters. Following the modernization, the 23mm Zu-23 SAK guns were removed from the Hämeenmaa-class. The vessel is equipped with two 5-barrel RBU-1200 anti-submarine rocket systems. A full salvo takes 12 seconds. The RGB-12 rocket creates a 5-meter radius kill zone at depths of up to 300 meters. It has a 34 kg warhead and a range of 1,200 meters. The Hämeenmaa-class also has two depth charge rails and machine guns. Still, as mine layers, their primary weapon is the Merimiina 2000 sea mine developed by Patria. These mines are triggered in three ways. The first is by acoustic signature, such as noises produced by propellers, machinery, and axles. The second is by pressure excitation, which occurs when a vessel displaces a certain amount of water as it moves. The third, the most common, is by magnetic signature. Thanks to its stealthy design, the Merimiina 2000 is hard to detect. It has several variants carrying 80 to 650 kilograms of charges or torpedoes. Each ship can lay 100 to 150 sea mines using its 4 rails. The sea mine is easy and low cost to manufacture, yet highly potent with both tactical and strategic value. The most well-known example of its effectiveness is undoubtedly the 1915 Dardanelles campaign. Sea mines laid by the Ottoman mine layer Nusret prevented the rapid fall of Constantinople. They also contributed to the collapse of the Russian Empire which could not obtain the necessary supplies. Therefore, they affected the course of the First World War. However, mine layers are not the only means of deploying sea mines. Today, warships, landing vessels, submarines, and aircraft typically perform this role in modern navies. Even merchant ships can also serve as mine layers. For example, the UK has funded the installation of mine-laying equipment on certain British-owned civilian ro-ro ferries during their construction. By the new millennium, many countries decommissioned their last dedicated mine layers. Currently, aside from Finland, only Latvia, Romania, and South Korea operate dedicated mine layers. Latvian and Romanian ships are old. Only the Republic of Korea operates newly built dedicated mine layers. So why has Finland continued to use FNS Hämeenmaa and FNS Uusimaa in the new millennium? Alongside mine laying, these two vessels serve multiple roles, including escort, transport, training, monitoring, intelligence, and depot ship duties. While they are not designed to survive major naval engagements, their Umkhonto IR air defense missiles and RBU-1200 anti-submarine warfare rocket systems enable them to protect merchant ships from low-intensity air and underwater threats. Their mine decks are well suited for transporting troops, equipment, and supplies. This area also accommodates purpose-built containers for sleeping, storage, and cold food storage when the Hämeenmaa-class serves as a training ship. Since October 2013, FNS Hämeenmaa has served as the flagship of the Finnish Navy. Her command and control capabilities are essential to naval operations. Currently, no other vessels in the Finnish Navy matches the capabilities of the Hämeenmaa-class mine layers in this area. FNS Hämeenmaa and FNS Uusimaa are key assets for monitoring the Russian Baltic Fleet. Their long endurance make them the most suitable platforms for this role in the Finnish Navy. On August 1, 2019, in such a mission, FNS Hämeenmaa accidentally entered Russian territorial waters by approximately 600 meters. This incident highlights the importance of these ships in monitoring the Baltic Fleet. Nevertheless, the primary role of the Hämeenmaa-class is mine-laying. Russian ships could not sail from St. Petersburg in the event of a war without an extensive mine-sweeping operation in the Gulf of Finland. However, this task would be challenging. Russian surface combatants escorting the mine warfare ship cannot easily maneuver near a minefield. In a situation like this, they could become easy prey for Finnish fighters, coastal missile batteries, and missile boats. Sea mines laid at the entrance to the Gulf of Bothnia could prevent the Russian Navy from accessing this region, which is vital for supplying Finland in a potential conflict. FNS Hämeenmaa was deployed in the waters of Åland at the entrance to the Gulf of Bothnia on January 26, 2022, shortly before Russia began its invasion of Ukraine. This deployment indicates that the Finns thought so too. So why will Finland decommission such valuable mine layers? The Hämeenmaa-class has reached the end of its service life. They will be replaced by new Pohjanmaa-class multipurpose corvettes with mine-laying capability. The Finnish Navy began the research and planning phase of this program in 2008 and officially launched it in 2015. However, since then, circumstances have changed significantly. At that time, Finland felt secure and prioritized participation in European Union overseas operations over national defense. Now, after a long period of neutrality, Finland is a member of NATO. Helsinki has supposed that it would feel more secure with this policy change. However, the leader of the pact, the USA, appears to have become less committed to NATO. Some perceive this shift as a challenge to the alliance's cohesion. Finland is among the European countries that have deployed soldiers to Greenland. Many experts argue that the Pohjanmaa-class corvettes have too much draught for effective operation in Finnish waters. They will not be able to create large minefields that the Hämeenmaa-class can. So, could this situation extend the service life of the Hämeenmaa-class ships a little? Unfortunately, the answer is no. As mentioned, they are now tired. Our analysis is that the Finnish Navy should reconsider giving up such versatile naval vessels. Low-cost but highly capable mine layers can still play vital roles in Finland's waters. They seem to be the most suitable way to strengthen the naval force within an acceptable budget. Thanks for watching our video, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button to be notified of our new videos. For more contents like this, please consider clicking the join button to support our channel. And as always, we would greatly appreciate all of your likes, comments and shares.